it's Tanya, and I'm here with the weekly sketch inspiration, and this one is by Yana McCarthy. So I primarily took the two photos as my inspiration for this, and a little bit of, doing something in the background. So I took watercolor paper and very painstakingly cut this cut file out. It's one of the May cut files, and it's really, really pretty, but I don't know whether my blade is dull or whether it's because my mat isn't very sticky, but I'm having a bit of a drama with the cutting with my silhouette. And it's one of those titanium blades. They're supposed to be like super sharp and stuff, so I think maybe it's my mat that's not sticky enough. So it did, and I double cut it as well, and it is watercolor paper, so I suppose you can't really complain too much. So I've got that lovely cut file, and I'm trying to decide what I'm going to use as my background paper, because it needs to be something relatively neutral, because I'm going to watercolor my cut file. And I thought about that one, and then I thought, no, it has to be the very pretty tealy one. And I did not get the colour add-on, as I already had those paints. They're the Prima Tropicals, and I have to confess they are in my Schminke tin over there, and I don't know which ones are the Prima ones. I am a bad watercolorist. I did not label them. I know I'm hanging my head in shame, so I'm really not sure. But I dare say if you did get the colour add-on, the colours will be very similar. There'll be similar colours if you want to, scrapbook this or try the idea out. And I'm taking the colour choices from that Chamel paper that you can see there on the left-hand side. I have never really done that before, so it was interesting, and it made it a lot easier. I know I come to these conclusions and these ideas way late in life. I've always been a slow learner. You got masses of people already saying use inspiration, and I tend to be a bit stubborn and want to do it all by myself. But yeah, I mean, if you take something which has got colours already in it, and you think, oh, well, those are really pretty colours, and you use them as the colours for your thing, you're not cheating, you're just being inspired. So yeah, once again, Tanya has one of her epiphanies, and we'll hopefully do this again. And then I, mixed up a bit of what colours I had on that palette there, and I coloured in the Today, and I'm liking how it's turning out. It's really quite pretty and cheerful, but then I feel that it doesn't really have enough depth to it. I know, I tell you. Slowly but surely I'm learning things. So I got out those, again, they're Prima, and we got them in a colour add-on some time back. They're oil pastels, but they're water soluble, and they are just beautiful. They're vibrant and lovely, and just such a dream to play with. And I was just testing what colour would go with that today. That's why I was marking it down on my little plastic sheet there. And well, now I'm just being fancy. So I'm happy with my cut file, and I've got these two beautiful photographs of my daughters. They were taken on Mother's Day when we went to a wine farm. I've told this story already, or if I haven't, it'll be in a video coming up soon, so I'm not going to rehash it. And why do things never stick down properly when you try them? Oh, the amount of time I have to rip up pieces of paper that are stuck down. This is a new trimmer. I had a Fiskars rotary trimmer for many years, and then I decided I needed a new one. And whilst I love the rotary part of it, I always think that they cut better than any others. I'm not that keen on the orange arm that has the measurements on it, because you can't see them. So that's just my little quibble about it. Otherwise it's a great trimmer. So now I'm trying to think, what else can I add to my title? I've got the Today, and I do actually end up using the Dreaming of, but at the moment I can't make it fit. So now I'm thinking I'm just going to pop things around. That's the other nice thing about using a cut file like this. You've already got your major design element, then you just need to add stuff and just keep adding until it's like a flower explosion and it looks pretty to your eye. Which is what I was doing. I tacked on that piece of Chamel paper on the right hand side because I felt it just worked well. You know, I'd used it as my color tracers, so why not add in a bit? So now I'm getting a lot of the Maggie Holmes chipboard pieces, and I'm going to put them on, particularly the flowers, although this next flower is it's too big, so I don't use that one. And mainly because it was hiding those lovely dark blue flowers that I painted, and I didn't want to do that. No, I wanted to bring those in still because my oldest daughter, actually they both got dark blue on. They didn't realize it, but they color coordinated beautifully. I didn't ask them to. They are scrapbooker children. So I'm still faffing with the title, and I've got that element there which says something, I don't know, about magic and today or something, I can't remember what, but I've mentioned it before. I have an issue with stepped elements like that. They just don't work for me. So get your words together, Tanya. I inevitably cut them apart, and then you've got two embellishments. So I stick them on the yellow flowers, and I will get there eventually. I do ponder that scenario, but then oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? And there we go, I've got them on the yellow flowers. Good. And I thought about using that cross banner thing, and then no, shape was all wrong. So I'm still putting stuff around the page, and I am going to apologize ahead of time because once again I had a corrupted video file, so you don't get to see what I do in the end. Not much more. I add a few more elements around, and if you look at the still you can pause it and see what I've done. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll join us in the Facebook forum and play along with our weekly sketches. We have a lot of fun in there, so be sure to check us out. And if you have any questions or comments, pop them below. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will chat again soon. Bye.